What's up, YouTube? Back at it. Today is no flying, but it's my second passion is cars. So I'm gonna make a quick video working on the car today. I got a JZX 100 chaser right there. Yeah. But park it in the hangar and get some work done. We got some new parts that came in, and I'm going to start installing all these parts. I got to start modifying it. I gotta take the rear end off, the rear subframe, swap out the differential, put in new bushings for solid bushings. I also got to put in a new LSD. We're going to go with a cause two-way limited slip. And what else? We got to buy all kinds of stuff I got to do to this. Injector upgrade, turbo upgrade, cams, whole 9 yards. But I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. I got to get the rear end off, the subframe off. We'll get that powder coated. So that's going to take some time. So I'm going to have a disabled chaser for a month or so. Who knows how long this is going to take. But for you car guys, yeah. So this is my JZX 100 chaser. It's a 1995, imported from Japan. Right-hand drive, 1JZ, turbocharged, 2.5 liter. So I got more parts coming in from Japan. I got to get the roll cage. I got to install the gauges. A lot of work to do. Alright, we'll get this thing, pretty big car. Girls got their cars. And I got mine. Alright, we got the car on jack stands, we got the exhaust off, got all the intercooler piping off. I can go over the whole car now, inside and out, make sure everything's sound. The girls are out helping, wrenching. We're under here taking out the differential.
Lots of dirt.
It's the dirt.
Dirt is coming out of everywhere.
So there's a welded diff in here, and I'm getting rid of that, swapping that out with the two-way differential, and changing the gearing from 3.7 final to 4.1 final from an FR86 pumpkin. And there we go. Taking a little break from working on the car, letting the girls take a couple laps in their Bandolero. Yeah, so this is Piper's first time in the Bando, so we're just letting her do a couple of nice pace laps and get used to the car before we take her to the track in December. She's still got, so she's only 7, and you have to be 8 years old to ride on the track. So Piper just kind of it right now. You know, since she's only 7 years old, this is her first independent go-kart by herself. You know, the thing weighs 700 pounds. It's 30 horsepower. They can get up to 80 miles an hour if you don't let off the throttle there. So that's the scary part, is letting them figure out that they have brakes and how to use it and control it and control the acceleration. So Amelia's already been on the track and she's pretty much got it down. So we're just getting Piper up to speed. All right, back on the Chaser. Let's see. What a pain in the butt to remove a lot of stuff here, but pretty easy to do. Took off the lower control arms for the rear. That's all here. I'm gonna go ahead and get all those replaced with Serial 9 components. It's gonna take a while for them to deliver it because I seem to be back ordered nowadays with everything. Found out we got some Project New drum disc pads in there. That's what makes the e-brake work so good. Cool thing about Chaser, it's got drum brakes and disc brakes for driving, so no need for a hydro brake, a hydro lock inline or anything, any system like that for drifting on this Chaser. Got all the drive shafts pulled off. And then the axles are pulled off right now. Finally got the bolt off the drive shaft. That was a pretty hard one, as in like just leverage. But got it off, and now I just gotta disconnect the 4 bolts there that are holding up the differential. I'll lower the differential, and then I can get that taken out. And then I have a cause LST coming in. I'm gonna put in on the other pumpkin that I have another pumpkin with a 4.1 gearing. That's off an FR86. I'm gonna put the LSD in that pumpkin and then install it on this car. I'm also gonna lower the subframe, get this thing all cleaned up, powder coated, make it look pretty, and then I have all the new bushing kit from Serial 9 that I will be installing as well. Excited about that, and yeah, should be fun. All right, drive shaft is disconnected. Now I gotta get this subframe portion off, or differential. Ugh, so dirty. Let me get a vacuum cleaner. All right, now to take out those 4 bolts, 19mm. There's 2 subframe things holding up the differential here. I'm not sure how heavy this is going to be, but I feel like it's going to be very tight and heavy. Might need some leverage. Let's see if I get a breaker bar. Cheap man's breaker. Two wrenches. Okay, we're going to spin that way. Let's do it this way and get better leverage. I don't weigh much and I don't have much strong muscles, but I am flexible. I can use my foot. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's one way to break it. Okay, that side's loose. Now I'll do this side. All right, side's loose. Now I got these huge Allen bolts up here. There's 3 of them. Let me go get the wrench for that. Go. Big wrench. Hopefully it's come out easy. Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna have to use my feet again. Oh man. Scoop it. Here we go. Done. That worked. Gotta kick it. One more. Nice. All right. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to get a jack that's going to support the differential, because that thing weighs like, God, I don't even know, 50, 60 pounds. More than half my weight, so I'm not going to try to pick it up and have it drop on my face. I'm going to go get a jack. Be right back. Let's throw me jack in here. That to work. All right, got the differential mounts taken off. They had these plastic ones in here, so whatever material, and they're not bad. But they did have some slopping play in it. When I pulled it out, it did have a little wiggle. The serial 9 one should be a lot better than this. It's kind of a mixture of both aluminum and Duran plastic, or whatever they call it. But this one did have a little play. And I don't know if you can see the horn on that bolt there, up and down. When I pulled it out, it was really loose in there. So when I was like shifting gears or going through the gears, you can actually hear it clunk. So I got those 2 out. All that's holding up now are these 2 bolts, and I'll go ahead and take that out, lower this differential, and get her out. All right, got the differential out. Yeah, I'm gonna replace all of this. I'm actually gonna use a whole new pumpkin. This has got a welded diff in it. I do not like driving on welded diffs. It's just, I don't know how people do it, but I will open it up and make sure what's going on. But you can see how it's both axles move in the same direction right off the bat. Let's see here. Now this is a stock diff from an FR86, and it's got a torsion in it, but not too fond of it either. But like I said, installing the CAS LSD in a two-way into this pumpkin, gonna throw it on there, should be able to just slide on the other arms in there, and then be good to go. I'm just waiting for the new bushings from Serial 9. We'll install that, and then the diff should be here probably Wednesday. How's that? And then try to get that installed. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. I'll have a Ray from CAS assist me in that. So out with the old, in with the new. Now I can take the subframe off. Take off that subframe. Go get it cleaned up, powder coated. It should look all nice and pretty. Yeah, excited. Okay, for the subframe, I've got bolts here, and then bolts up here. So there's four things attached to it. Nothing else seems to be attached to this thing, so it should form off. Previous owner did strengthen up the subframe for me already, so that's nice. So this is all welded in. This is aftermarket. These core supports here, this is aftermarket. Back here as well, these little plates, they can strengthen this core support. And the chasers, a lot of drifting and time and abuse, they tend to crack and fatigue, and so it's been strengthened. So that's already been done. So that's good news. But it's got stock bushings. You did change this one out to polyurethane, but this one's still stock. So we're gonna swap all that out to solid bushings. All right, let's get this thing off. Once again, I don't have brute force and I'm underneath the car. I'm gonna have to use my legs. Like this has been changed as well. It's been hardened, but not the one I like. Okay, pull this one off. This isn't on too bad either. I think I need to buy one of those powered wrenches. They're like $200, but it sure would make this go faster than having to turn every nut and bolt by hand. All right, that side's coming off pretty good. I'll have to stick the jack back underneath here to lift this so it doesn't fall on me. Okay, so you did, previous owner did swap out these for polyurethane as well. But, okay, that's on there. And the final bolts. got all the bolts out for the subframe. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Reduce this side. That side's out. And this last screw here on this side. This thing's gonna fall. Slowly here. There we go. Pull this out of the car. Oops. There we go. All right, got it. It is out of there. Whew, that's pretty tough doing the car when you only got jack stands and not an actual lift. I don't know if I should buy a lift for the hanger, but I gotta make room for my airplane, so unfortunately that's not gonna happen. All right, got the subframe out. I can run this down to the powder coating shop, get it all cleaned up. Super juiced. I'll show you some of the goodies I got from Serial 9 here. Let me see here. So this is gonna go right there. It's gonna be solid. It's gonna be sick. These things are gonna go up in here. It's gonna be all solid place. Still waiting for Serial 9 bushings for the differential, which I showed earlier. That would go back here. So almost there. Let's get this thing cleaned up. Okay, got the old urethane bushing plastic cups out. I'm gonna go ahead and take it over to the powder coat shop, have them clean it up and powder coat it. Just get that back, hopefully a couple days. I don't know how long. Everything takes forever nowadays to get work done, so I'll get that sent off. All right, cool. So I dropped off the subframe over at Snail Performance. They're gonna powder coat it. I went with pink metallic. Just seemed like something different. So, or I guess everybody does pink underneath for some reason, but it's all good. The girls like pink. Yeah, so that should be about a week and a half. So we'll see where this video ends up. So I got a bunch of the nuts and bolts. I'm gonna try to sandblast them, clean them up, see how good they are, and replace ones that need replacement. Everything works in here. test blow-off valve. I'm not too fond of blow-off valves, but that came off the car. I'm gonna plug it, not use it, don't need it, don't want it. So these are all of the bolts. These are all out of the subframe bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blast them, clean them up, and we'll see how they do. Test this out. Thought I had a light bulb in here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Go ahead and take this out. And I'll test it out, see how it comes out. Looks like our jet's just coming back. Yeah, it's gonna be dusty. We just got the subframe back from powder coating, so we'll go ahead and put the new subframe bushings in, and we'll go ahead and install it into the car. All right, got the differential out, pulled the diff out, got the old torsion diff here. This is from an FR 86. Got that all separated, got the ring gear off. Got the LSD from Kaz over there. So I ordered the wrong bearings apparently, so I got the right part number now. Should have done that earlier. Wait for those new bearings come in, then I can install that on the two-way, and then I put the ring gear, press back in, throw it back in the pumpkin, check the backlash on that, and should be good. Also got the subframe installed. Got that back from powder coating this evening, so I'm pretty excited about that. Got all the solid bushings all mounted to the subframe, bolted up in there, and yeah, it's looking good. Now I'm just waiting for the lower control arms and the traction toe arm and traction bar. Now I should get that. Should be in within the next week or so. So it's getting there.